Hey guys, my next episode of my video blog. I've been home for a few days now from the hospital and still having some issues, and blood pressure is still being low and ridiculousness and all that. Just trying to work through it the best I can, trying to remember to stay hydrated. You would think being thirsty would remind you, but it's unfortunate that it doesn't work with me. But today was the yearly event for my team, Heroes and More. We do this event every year, and it was great this year. We did fairies and pirates, and had several of our special babies there, and my team members there and everything. We painted memory rocks, or courage rocks, and we had some fun crafts and a treasure hunt that was led by Fawn, and all kinds of fun things. It's always a great thing. We started doing a yearly event for our kids like 4 years ago. We really enjoy doing these. It's a fun way. Typically we do it before they go back to school, and we try to give them some fun and relaxation. Thank you to all my team and everyone else that volunteered today, and all that stuff. And it was hard, but I had such a great time, and I had an overall good day, other than the mental fog. You know, that just, I can't really do much about it at this moment. Still waiting on my Copaxone and my Acthar. I know we're having to do appeal with the insurance company because the insurance is still trying to make me take a drug that makes me really sick, and I can't take it. So we're just trying to battle with them. I know that's why this hasn't gone into remission, because it's just been continual problems, and that's what landed me in the hospital. I started having very, very low blood pressures and feeling really bad, and went to the doctor the next morning, and called the doctor, the next morning, and they told me to go straight to the ER, and they direct admitted me. The doctor wanted me to stay for a few more days for more IVs, and they were trying to get one of the drugs through the insurance company, but they, you know, I can't do that. I don't have anyone full-time for Gabe because my husband has to work to help provide for us. So I had to come home. Either that, or they could get me another bed and such, and keep Gabriel in there with me. It's about the only way that was going to happen, because he needs to be cared for, regardless of how I feel. He's my baby, and I'm going to do my best. It's like I do with other children, too. You do what you got to do. They need you. I can't just step out. You know, you gotta handle it. But it's just been trying to be doing things that distract my mind, but it makes it a little bit hard, you know, when your brain's kind of like today. And at times it's so weird this brain issue. It's like, I don't know, because you know what you want to say, and it's like in your brain, and you're like, this, and this. But sometimes when I'm tired, or I'm having a rough time, or hungry, I don't know why, the fatigue and blood sugar really bothers it. But when I'm tired and hungry, or if I've done too much, it just makes it so hard. Oh my God. And I can't do caffeine, unfortunately, because of tachycardia issues from the thyroid disease. I was told a long time ago and retold this past week not to partake in caffeine, that it's bad for me. I shouldn't, do that because it could cause other health problems. And I do not, in Jesus' name, need any other problems right now. So, can't do that remedy. But the heat is brutal. We've been having some issues with our central air unit. It only only cools the downstairs really well. And up here, it's at least 10 degrees hotter. And it makes it really hard for me to get comfortable at night. But right now, we can't afford to have someone fix it. Whatever needs to be done to it, I don't know. But I do know that it's really hard because Gabe's up here too, and he doesn't do well with heat either. So we just try to do the best we can with a fan. But it is way hot up here. Hopefully we can try to start saving again because we've used all of our savings. His mom and dad actually helped us be able to pay for my equipment that I needed because it was in a medicine, because it was in between pay period, and we went from having a little cushion, being able to go to the movies every once in a while or something special, to not being able to do any of that, and it's really hard because we have to spend so much on co-pays for me and purchase things the insurance won't pay for. Like, the doctor ordered me a slide out shower bench that I really need because trying to take a shower alone isn't safe. I have a tiny bench, but it only sits inside, and this one would be safer because it sets from the shower to slide out on, so you're not trying to step over the tub. But I can't get it because the insurance won't pay for it, and I had to have MRIs. I had to cancel one because I was so sick I couldn't do it, but it's on Thursday, and they're co-pays every time, from a couple dollars to $100, and we don't ever know. So we get there on how much it's going to be. So I go without a lot again. I didn't want to start doing that. But I need to be able to afford what I can for this disease. And someone said, go make a GoFundMe. I don't want to do that. I just don't. Like, for one, I don't know enough people to do that kind of thing, and two, they take so much from you. But I'm just gonna pray that God helps, because there are several medical things that I need that the doctor ordered that the insurance company doesn't consider covered items, like hand grips. I need grips on the wall in the restroom because the shower is so unsafe. It's so unsafe. Like, oh my God, I just pray every time. I'm like, please God, because sometimes I have to take a shower and I try to do it by myself, and it's like, whoa, because Ben isn't here and I'm sick and I just need to wash up or whatever. And the doctor ordered hand grips. They don't cover those. He ordered the bench. They don't cover those. I need a reacher. I got one from the dollar store and it broke right away. But I need a good reacher. So, I don't know. Just pray. I know God will make a way. It's really hard. I feel really bad And I'm still struggling with the discouragement and feeling like a burden because my poor husband, you know, I mean, he's having to pay for this stuff. I haven't been able to take any more commissions in to even offset it, the medical cost right now, because I'm just too sick to do any more than the one I'm working on, which is almost done. And it's awesome. I can't wait to see it in action. I am doing my apothecary medicines and herbalism stuff. It's really good. It helps so much with symptoms, and even if it's just a short release or a short relief of symptoms from a headache. I've been getting headaches, and I'm so sorry for every one of y'all that suffer from them, because holy Jesus, they're awful. Oh my God. It's not something I've ever had to really suffer with, and they just, right across here and in my temples hurt so bad sometimes. And I know it's a multiple issue thing, but I just try to use my salve, and it works so good. And the pain salve, I literally live off of it, like live off of it for my pains. My Podiapin that the doctor put me on for the inflammatory polyneuropathy, it takes down the shocks that I get. I mean, I was keeping shocks in my legs 24/7, and thankfully, praise God for that it helps with that so much, because I can't take Neurontin or Lyrica or Cymbalta, because those type of drugs make me really sick. A lot of medicine makes me sick. I don't do well with medications. But I'll think of some other creative recipes maybe, and try to find somewhere to set up my apothecary stuff, you know, so I can try to make some more sales to be able to afford the medical equipment. We're having a lot of problems with the bed. Ben had this bed before I came in. It's one of those expensive memory foam beds, but it is very hard for me. The doctor actually said that it's not good or safe for me. I have actually almost fallen out of the bed a couple times because it moves too much. It's always adjusting and moving without you doing it, and it gets me really bad pains in my hips and my back. I just can't lay on it really well. I literally have, like, y'all don't even know how many pillows are on this side of my bed and blankets I have to lay on just to try to find comfort. So we're hoping that whenever all of that gets taken care of, that we can get that replaced too. But medical equipment first, because I'm not using the hospital bed. I absolutely refuse. Not doing it. Not gonna feel like, no, we're just not. I don't have good experiences with them. Everything I have related to them are tragic, and I don't need anything else to be sad about. But I've had to sleep in the chair downstairs. I've had to sleep on the recliner end of the sectional. I've had to lay on the sectional. When the girls aren't here, I've even gone into the extra bedroom and laid on that bed just trying to get some relief. And no matter what I do, I can't get really comfortable. I'm really interested in one of those beds that have the adjustable top, you know, that set up and down. Sleep numbers or something to that effect, that the pressure can be adjusted depending on how I'm feeling. I really feel like that's the right type of bed for me. So hopefully can work on that in the future. But I was having a lot of problems earlier, but thankfully I came home and was able to rinse off and made some food. It's just, I need lots of prayers. There's so many needs right now, and I know y'all get on to me a lot because I don't ask for help, or I don't really tell people what's going on, but, you know, I've just been really praying about it, and I think it's time to speak up, you know, because I found there are so many that want to help me, and I don't want to steal your blessing away from you because you want to help. Because I'm a helper and I'm a care provider, And I know it hurts me whenever someone won't let me help them. So the needs are what I said, the medical equipment, a better sleeping surface in the future. I do, until I can get help from the state, which I already applied for, I do need help at least once a week with the cleaning. It's so hard. Oh my God, it's so hard. And there's really needs some deep cleaning done because of, you know, dust and whatnot. But that makes it hard for me because I'm a June cleaver. I love to clean and keep the house nice and cook and bake and, you know, all that stuff. But right now I have to do it in a very small format. But that's a need. Another need is I have the front clip underneath the front end of my car has fallen down. I think one of the screws or something fell out. I need somebody that's a car person that could come over and safely jack up my car and crawl under there and see if they can fix that clip. I also have a blinker out on one side, and I didn't pay enough attention to know where the fuses are underneath the hood, but I don't know which one it is. And so I definitely need that fixed with Susan too, as soon as possible. Because obviously if I do have a decent day where I can drive down the street, which, you know, hasn't happened yet, but I know that it will. I need that fixed because the front piece of the car, it needs to be repaired. Basically right now I think that's about it on my needs. But I want to thank you all for praying and watching this. I'm not really sure how many of y'all do because Facebook doesn't let you see if anyone's following your vlog. I didn't want to do a live video every time. It's just, I don't know, because I have to pause it sometimes to check if Gabe, you know, makes a noise, if he's okay, you know, or whatever. So, but I thank God that I had a pretty decent day, even with the major brain fog. I want to thank everyone again for helping make this year's event amazing. Just please keep me in your prayers and pray for God to intervene in a major way, because there are those needs, and then dinners and food and whatnot. But I love you all. This is the face of MS, but MS does not determine who I am.